What's up, my manches, and to all my babes in the house? This is the Football Trybe podcast. Thank you for joining us. Today we have a very controversial discussion. This is a show where passion meets debate. We don't want to miss any bits of the show. As a football lover, you can't afford to miss our podcast. Every Saturday we'll be on your screen giving you back-to-back hot gist. We have 3 intelligent analysts. We have the in-house analysts, and also we have 2 other analysts joining us online, the likes of Uche from Benin and Yuji from Lagos.
Hello, Football Trybe. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mr. Uche, who's joining us. My name is Ibona, known as Yuji. I'm a Madrid fan for life. And it's funny how I'm coming here to talk about Salah, who is my boy. So, love for the game, love for the game. I'm happy to be here and honor Sir Daniel and my guy from way back. I know I'm going to have fun here.
Hello, sports fans out there. It's a privilege to be in this podcast, I must say. And thank you for the privilege to join you on this one. I'm sure it's going to be a good time.
Thank you very much. Let's delve deep into what we have today. We are talking about the Egyptian king, Salah. Do you consider him a legend or a fraud? Well, I don't know. Do you think Salah's hunger for goals have affected Liverpool's achievements? You know, in a system where you see a player who wants to make goals for himself, wants to create personal records, it tends to affect the achievement of the team. So, would you say Salah is to be considered as this kind of player whose hunger for goals has affected Liverpool game?
Salah's drive for being the main man, for being the main goal scorer, wanting to go. I think it's a natural thing because last season he practically carried them. He put in the goals. Can Salah had more than 50 goal contributions? Look at stats. Yes. So Salah coming out from a post-Jurgen Klopp era, his expectation was Liverpool would make him the main man of the team. You get, but they went out, splashed money on different kind of players. It's unnecessary. I feel those players were overpriced to me. Florian Wirtz, TK spray too much money on these players. And so the whole idea was that I feel what was in Salah's mind was that thing will be built around him. Salah is getting older. Probably they can put him in the number 10 role or probably build the system around him just to suit his weakness and his age. But I feel his drive for wanting to have goals and have the stats does not affect Liverpool's poor performance. Liverpool has been poor this season, so you can't pin it on Salah. Liverpool has practically been poor this season because you can't tell me how you win the league last season and you're struggling to enter top 4.
Mohamed Salah has played for Liverpool for 9 years. He has won the Champions League, he's won the Premier League, he's won the Carabao Cup, and also won the FA Cup. He's actually a great player, no doubt. But then, Sir Gosby, do you think if Mohamed Salah decides to join PSG or Real Madrid, will he still dominate or he will struggle in such system?
To answer the question, we have to look at context. We have to look at the playing style of Madrid. We have to look at the team. We have to look at the dynamics, the kind of players that Madrid have. And we also have to look at the position, that position in Madrid. Because Salah is a right winger, and currently Madrid do not have a fit right winger. They just have makeshifts. So I personally feel they will do well in the Madrid team. This Madrid team. Just if you look past the egos, look past the issues in Madrid, you get the Madrid star issues and Barcelona fans like that. I think that's so. But then for PSG, I feel currently that position is disqualified because you have the Dembele on that wing, you have other wingers that can work on that wing. So I think we will do better on the Madrid team because Salah tries more on a Jurgen Klopp kind of system. You get the press, high intensity football. You get trying to win the ball up the field. Madrid plays almost that same way. You get the sit back and the counter. You get, so I feel Salah will do well in Madrid. You get based on what I know. I've seen Salah.
So guys, we heard from Gosby. It's about time we hear from other analysts who are joining us online. We have the likes of Uche all the way from Benin and also Yuji all the way from Lagos. So let's have their take on our subject of discussion today. So Gona, has Salah truly conquered Premier League or is his legend status inflated by Liverpool?
Thank you, Daniel, for the question. Well, for me, I think he has conquered the Premier League. Especially now that when we're acting football, we always use stats. So we're in the stats era now, and if you don't put stats on the table, if you don't put trophies on the table, you're just going to be that footballer that the streets never forget about. We're talking about likes of Zaha. Everybody knows him for dribbling. But when we bring stats, when we bring trophies, we're now talking football of people or great people. So I feel he's broken records for goals involvement for a single club. He's a club legend for me. But I don't. If you're not saying he's inflated by Liverpool fans, I feel that's just hating on Liverpool. For me, I feel he's done his own thing. He has shown workings. He's kept the light numbers for most of the decade. And the funny thing is that he wasn't playing on right wing, like centre forward. Doing all those things in the right wing is crazy.
All right, to go now. So when we compare him to Henry, Aguero, or Drogba, does he measure up?
Salah, he absolutely belongs at that table. He should be sitting at that table. Henry might have the best mix of style, dominance, speed, strength. Aguero also has that pure finishing, that one touch. If you're bringing Drogba is that beating killer, But we do it together because then Salah has that finishing, he has that he has that longevity. So I believe he can sit at that table with them.
Quickly rank this player from first to fourth.
Okay, for me, Salah will come in at number 1. And, yeah, Henry just has the Premier League. All these other people have the Premier League. So I'm going to put Henry at number 4. And everybody just thinks he's a legend, but it's just the Premier League he has. I don't know if Henry actually won the Champions League. When it's just Premier League, we are limiting these people to what they did in Premier League. It's going to be Salah, it's going to be Drogba, it's going to be Henry.
So Uche, would you consider Prime Salah over Prime Hazard?
Yeah. Not just because let's face the fact. In terms of people saying Hazard being scripting and the rest, yes, Hazard is Hazard. But Hazard is also scripting. Hazard is also a good dribbler, whether we like it or not. And being kind of player that is mostly being criticized, even in an underperforming team that is not its fault, but still managed to pull up this level of consistency. I think there's no season where he recorded below 20 goals and assists for Liverpool. There was no season. So Prime Salah for me over Prime Hazard.
Many fans will choose Hazard. At Hazard's peak, he was unplayable in 1v1, carried Chelsea on his head. But if I'm trying to win several seasons, you have to go for Prime Salah. More goals, more consistent end product, better availability, bigger numbers, both league and Europe. And you have to give Salah. Prime versus Prime. You give Salah.
It's been an amazing show so far. We've had Goswill, Uche, and Yuji contributed to the show, telling us how they feel if Salah is a fraud or truly a legend of Liverpool. And we are about signing out. Thank you so much, Goswill, for joining us on the show. It's an amazing one having you around.
Oh, thank you very much, Daniel, and thank you guys for tuning in to watch the show, watching our podcast. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.